Hey guys, so we're in a generation of too much outside noise. So much noise is coming from so many places, from Instagram, from Facebook, from Twitter, from YouTube, from Zoom. There is so many access, there is so many meetings, there is so many easy way that voices could come. Information. The information you get is really important. Every information you store in your heart, every information that gets to you affects your decision, affects how you begin to act. And there are so many voices. There are so many voices. But I just want to tell you that in a world of so many voices, in a world where every part is speaking, I want you to know that you have the ability to shut every other voices and listen to His voice. And listen for His voice. You have that ability. I see the trend of what's going on Twitter, and they're like, we have to, no, I am shutting that voice. Oh, if I don't join this club, I'm not part of the reigning people. Nah, I'm shutting that voice. Oh, this is the new way people are. No, I'm shutting that voice. Whatever voice that does not sound, whatever voice that is not of my Father, I am shutting it down. I don't care where it's coming from. I don't care if it's even coming from my family members, my friends. You're not speaking the voice of God. You're not bringing what God is saying to me. I'm shutting it. Because there's so many voices. Be careful so you do not actually mistake the voice of man for the voice of God. And that's why it's important that you hear God for yourself. And that's why it's important that you hear what the Father is saying to you. And that is why it is important that you know your Father's voice. See, He said something. He said, when the shepherd called his sheep, they know their master's voice. Have you seen the way these cattle men take care of their cow? They make this sound with their mouth. And you find out that the cow won't understand. You know, one of those days when we want to pass a nut, and then we're like coming back from somewhere and you see them and you're like, Malam, how far now? Malam. And then the Malam just does something and then you see the cows climbing up. And then you get to pass. That is a level of intimacy, understanding that the shepherd has had with his flocks. And so the voice of the shepherd is sink down in the flock, even though they are animals, they know. So how can you be a human? How can you be filled of the Holy Ghost? How can you be of Him and yet not hear your master's voice and not be able to distinguish between your master's voice and the voice of the word? So when you come up and ask questions like, how do I know He's the one speaking? No. How do you know He's not the one speaking? How do you know it's your mind? How do you differentiate? You need to be able to tell. He's living inside of you. You need to be able to know what God is saying when He's saying things. Seek Him. Tell Him you want to hear Him today. And He will speak.